I have no idea. You'd have to go to Zertis Discord to find out what the input is for this AI video. I will try to get that. All right, we are live, and yes, Mr. Anderson, what did happen to the analog stream? So it was booked with Ben earlier in advance, and then he confirmed a few hours beforehand, but then when he woke up, he got a conference call from work, so we had to postpone it. And you know, regardless, given the circumstances, I would have had that phone call too. Haha, cue the laughter. But shout out to Analog. Ben does great work. I look forward to the rescheduled episode when it does happen. The destruction of America. Hopefully not again. You know, lots say currently Biden's that's his main goal, but who knows? But we were more going to talk about how many times it's actually happened in the past, the resets, the catastrophisms of giants, of titans, of the ages of old, the different ages of the suns, potentially, you know, the Hopi legends, and, you know, the lost cities of America, the buried history, the hidden history. And he just did an excellent episode on Utah yesterday, and I really want to go into Moab specifically, and I will be doing an episode specifically on Moab and how it looks like one wiped out plasma catastrophe. Once again, it's Badlands. Once again, just like let's see, do we have it? Yes, this place right here, the Isis Temple, the Grand Canyon Pyramid temple complexes, the cover-ups here, Moab being just one state over, up from this same layer of catastrophism. The red sandstone, or is it geopolymer? Shout out to Paul and his blueprint for this red geopolymer layer. Most likely it was terraformed, and that white limestone also most likely a geopolymer. Yeah, and shout out to Bob Greenier and his excellent geopolymer research as well. All right, so the main topics of the day today, we have AI artwork. What is AI artwork? Well, it is this. And Paranoid America, Thomas, shout out to PA. The background image and all these images you are looking at currently, all done by Thomas, Paranoid American. In our last two episodes together. We're going to be doing a third here coming up pretty soon. And just scroll through these different, the first episode was Jeremiah, and we put in, or Jeremiah asked the AI to draw up these specific high coordinates and like technical terms of like physics and engineering and into graphs. Is quite a unique or just wild experience, really. And then our second episode with the space bears and Turger. Oh my goodness, the little, what's also known as the little space bear, and in Star Trek the Turger or something, I forget. And yeah, of course we have to have Space Jesus, AI Space Jesus. Shout out to Space AI Space Jesus. That I guess my mom just gets triggered by it for some reason. Maybe Oh yeah, well, let's not get into that. Some things stay private. The Space Bears mixed in with Space Jesus and this Space Universe. The pyramids. This was the Philosopher's Stone. What AI came up with. Just these fascinating space jellies. Space jellies. Physics, like it just it is quite it just yeah, all the links are in the descriptions to get to the full files of all of these AI images. Everybody may have free access on Thomas's Patreon account, but it's in the free section where I downloaded all of these from. And yeah, everybody's free to use them. Do with them what you may. They are released into the metaverse. And this one here from episode number 2, Into the Matrix Now, the AI we put in Mandelbrot set. And these are what it came up with. And almost looks like some Tool album covers, right? Like quite fascinating stuff. How can you hear me? Can you hear me? We need rave cats. Don't you worry. Rave cats are actually in this folder. And shout out Antediluvian American, I believe it is. Are you, brother? Is this the one that we are doing the interview tomorrow night? It was originally supposed to be tonight, and we are rescheduling for tomorrow. I've got some family stuff to do during the day today. And Glitchin' XRP. And shout out to the XRP community. May the Phoenix rise. And that's right, we are live on Crypto Alchemist, Alchemy, and Crypto. And XRP is one that is truly rising and innovating. And if the Simpsons predict it, 587 or something, the conspiracy is $587. The Simpsons predicted, so don't quote me on that. Why does AI art feel like Van Gogh, right? And well, Asra mindful exposures, that's going to be one of the next filters we use for sure. Definitely got to pin that one. And yes, that is definitely antediluvian American. So shout out. Here we go. Boomy. Oh, shame on me. I wasn't even subscribed. But here we go. Now I am. Sorry for the pause. Just making sure I spell it right, because you do it the first time. It's gotta be right. There we go. Antediluvian American. Make sure you go over and subscribe. We will be live, or we will be doing an interview regardless tomorrow on Antediluvian American. And Muppets Pigs in Space. Yes, Canada Dummy. Shout out Winnipeg. That is another one we have to save for the next. Oh, I know. And you know what? At one point, I was saying, and it was a true statement, that the XRP that I held was like my worst performing assets. That's no longer the case. Have had several rug pulls out of what I thought were to be decent long-term investments, and they just yeah, they were scam bankman frauds. And yeah, I even had I held on to what, like 4. I traded like, oh, what a retard. I traded like 4 Solana for 4 FTX, and then held on to them and couldn't get rid of them because of just the price of the gas fees on Ethereum was ridiculous. And didn't think it was going to turn into a full scam bankman fraud. That was just one of many that have since transpired. You live, you learn. Very few that are legit, but I do still believe in XRP as a long-term investment. The whole market was down, is down. That is the bear market, but XRP shall survive. And when it does rise from the ashes, The Simpsons says 578 American, but is American worth nothing then? Because at that point, inflation is so high. I don't know. Don't drone strike me for questioning the dollar. And yes, yeah, hit that like button, please, and thank you. Okay, let's continue with our AI artwork. And these ones, right? So it was just one of the drawings. Shout out Xandar, Alox, Alex, my brother of another mother, that drew the original lined drawing of these pyramids back from my commissioned artwork for my clothing line. And then Thomas, Paranoid American, entering it into the 3D AI art rendering program software. And it came out with all of these different epic first drafts, one of which being a Salvador Dali Burncron Alox collab. Essentially, it's pretty epic. And then some other Dali pyramid ones filter that are also just absolutely epic and astounding. And then more specific, like extreme technical, just you have to listen to the wizardry of the engineering of Jeremiah Pop in the first Adeptelkhemist Paranoid American AI image creation that we put in to get all of these different images. And he was essentially asking for like how to break through space-time. And this is what the AI generation was coming up with. So, we got some pretty intense, I don't know, is this like XLF space football through fields or something? I don't know, right? I guess fields were a major part of it, right? So, quantum field football. Quantum field football. That's what we will call this. That is quantum field football, y'all. You heard it coined here first. And then some more quantum field football AI done on these Burncron original line drawing that got put into the generator. And then, asking the science of God to AI. And this is the charts that it came up with for the science of good and Gyoda and Goodid. The science of good. Science of science. So it's kind of interesting, actually, when you see all the different spellings that the AI comes up with of our English word. Is it a mix of the Italian, the French, the English, Latin, all the different languages, all, and then it's just jumbling it all together. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That would essentially be what it is. Can't discern it yet. Just putting it all together. Just ideas here that we are brainstorming. And by we, I mean I and all of this AI imagery that we are staring at. With all of you in the chat, how is everybody? One love, Brian Evans. Shout out my Welsh brother of another mother. Love you, sir. Shout out Gerald. Shout out my good friend WPG Enlightened for Truth, Jared. We are going to be doing a real science episode very soon, along with, of course, Simon, my fellow Canadian and real science team member. And shout out, of course, Antediluvian American, our first live interview tomorrow, or pre-recorded, not sure what your game plan is. Either way, we will work it out. Leafy, good to see you, much love. Stephanie Campbell, how is everybody? All right, so before we continue, I do need to address one thing, and that is the story, the full story and disclosure of what is going on. And we are 21 minutes in, 81 people watching, and why I have the questionnaire. Should I get it over with now or should I do it later? And here is the situation. Stop screen share. Now let's present again. See, look, even our fake AI generated bears are wearing clothes in their private parts. Oh, that was a low blow. We are live on both Rumble, OdySee, Crypto Alchemist YouTube, BurnEye Minds Third Eye ScienceGuy YouTube, BurnEye Minds 3R1 Twitter, BurnEye Burncron on Twitch, and OdySee and Rumble, yes, and Facebook, Burncron, BurnEye, as well as Burncron Experts. Righty, what are we doing right now? We were looking at some fakes and some reals, and one of the fakes that came to light was Edgar, or that still is being faked. But that's coming up next in part 2. Part 1 of just addressing this, and as everybody votes and understands what is going on, here we go. So the strike issue. So right below me now, I have the strikes. So now you can see it a little better. Oh, no, here we go. Or let's see, I guess. Yeah, you can still hear me. But that it is a legal issue that I will be entering into, filing a counter notification. You're beginning a legal process, okay? So in order to counter the strikes that the Sleezy Tiger has put against me, and you can see here, this is in YouTube Studio. I can't access my YouTube Studio to remove any of the other videos, like the shorts or the last 2 days of videos titled The Sleezy Tigers, which I promised I would do after 24 hours. I can't do any of that because of these strikes. And also, you can, it also proves and shows that the 2 original videos that Paul claims that he filed the strikes against were actually already removed. I had already removed them before he put these strikes against me. And the 2 strikes, or the first 2 strikes that he put against me, being the interview that I did with WPG Enlightened for Truth Gerald. Gerald was part 2 or 3 hours of that 5.5 hour Dutch Sense interview. Paul Cook was all of 5 minutes of it. Okay, so Paul Cook edited and took 5 minutes out of our 5 hour and 15 minute Dutch Sense interview, and then put it up on his channel. And he used that 5 minutes to strike and take down my most viewed and popular video ever. And there's actually 10 different, or at least 10, maybe 15 different interviews that Paul Cook and I have done, that I've put together over the last 3 years, as I've worked with him in in several projects that I've brought him in on. And that, this was one that I was trying to get him in on to interview with Dutch and whatnot, and all he could between the total of 10 hours that I did with Dutch so far. Between the first two, Paul only got into 5 minutes of it and decided that he would attack it and get it taken down, even though it's like my most popular video, and like huge disrespect to Gerald, huge disrespect to Dutch, huge disrespect to everybody, Eric Hecker, everybody that was in that video, and that it just shows that he did it out of spite. And here's the thing: is that now he's forced me to even access my YouTube studio. I have to go through either accepting the strike and then losing those videos permanently, forever losing it, and forever admitting him owning the rights to that entire 5.5 hour video, or I have to counterclaim to him. So if I counterclaim to him, it's entering a legal process that automatically YouTube takes very seriously, and they investigate it, and then they're gonna like put the strikes against him, or they're gonna put the strikes against me. And I've been behind the scenes ever since he spitefully first put those strikes onto me, that you're shooting yourself in the football. It's in the best interest for everybody, especially you, to remove these strikes, man. You're probably going to lose your channel if you want me to go through this. And behind the scenes, everybody's Dutch is like, man, you got to do what you got to do. You got to go through with the strikes. Just do it, man. I went on to shout out Chalk Body Outline get chalked up earlier, and they just kind of chuckled at me. They're like, what the fuck, Bernie? You're too nice. You haven't done that yet? Fuck him, man. He tried to fucking get you canceled. You gotta cancel him. But I don't want this guy to lose his freaking channels and get freaking banned out of YouTube land. All of his work, everything he's done, all of my collaborations with all the, it's just dude, why are you self-sabotaging like this? Just freaking remove the strikes so I can remove the last 3 days worth of videos. So what? I don't want to be the guy that's responsible for you losing your channel, man. But it's not it's not my fault. You have to remove it, or this has to happen. I can't even take down the videos that I want to take them down on my own just for the last 3 days because I said I would. I can't even access them because I either have to accept those strikes and forever lose that Dutch Sense 5-hour video that Paul was all of 5 minutes of forever, and get the permanent strike against me, and then accept the strike number 2 of the Michelle Gibson Stuff Beagle interview that Paul was a full part of, but that someone pointed out at 42 minutes. You can actually see something, and then at the sound clip and what so it is a very sad situation. And so I what do I do? Right, but that's the thing, though. He's going to Malta, then he's going to Egypt, and then India. So hopefully he goes into cleans himself up there, sleeps it off. His community donated him a bunch of money, so he should book those tickets. And he should they're pretty strict in the Islamic Egypt, and just go there. But it's warm, explore, document, and clean up yourself, and you use the money that the community gave you to follow your dreams, buddy. But do what's right, and doing what's right, you should be removing these strikes so you don't get yourself canceled, because you're canceling your own dreams. It's what are you doing, man? But the thing is, it's going to happen. It's automatically going to happen. And whoever said, like, he claimed death threats. If anybody's seriously threatening him, like, you're a fucking idiot, you will get blocked, and you should not do that. That is unacceptable and very stupid. Nobody should cancel him. I don't want him canceled. And like, if the poll says that I should just go through with it and is overwhelmingly yes, I will just go through with this and fill this out once the stream is over, because I don't need to put my personal information live on stream. But if not, I will go to sleep, and it is one last chance by the time I wake up, and then I'm doing it, because he's man, Brian, I'm trying to save the guy's channel, dude. I'm just saying. But all right, so that's it on that. I just wanted to, so if you didn't know the story, that's the story. I want to remove it. I can't remove it unless that happens. That's it. That's all. Back to the main parts of it. So the main parts being The Ice Wall by Edgar Reyes. And this, see, what's hilarious is that you can go on Instagram, and there's literally these million follower accounts, and there's like thousands of these million follower accounts, and they're still showing these videos. So not this video, but these pictures in slideshows. So they've taken like screenshots of this original video and then made slideshows of it, saying that it is genuine pyramid Antarctic disclosure to this day. And it's hilarious, because I'll go on to the comments, and I'll be like, man, I did an interview with him, Shem, Tartarian Truth. He arranged it. I'll show that next. It's epic. And shout out to Edgar Reyes, because he's like laughed it off, but nervously, as like a social experiment. But he was honest, and that he's just done parody. Like Joe Rogan goes to Antarctica, and like all different like parody ones, AI image ones now. And I've done me and Shem done a follow-up interview as well, that's listed in the descriptions, with Edgar Reyes about just AI intelligence and how it's advancing, and the uses of it for both practical, purposeful work, and like like the thumbnails in these, for these podcasts, for videos, for diagrams, for projects you're working on, for research, putting together proposals, all sorts of stuff like that. And then also for fictional stories, and that there's all sorts of actual very beneficial real artwork applications of these AI generators, and that that Edgar Reyes admitted that he had done his first series of these mud flood and ice wall AI images until someone asked. And shout out artofdino.com, brother. I've been wondering, how do I get a hold of you? And Gerald as well. I need to start a second engineering WhatsApp group. But Artadino, how do I invite you to the new WhatsApp group, as well as Gerald's, and anybody that wants to be a part? Really, I'll start creating a couple WhatsApp creator groups, and they're community creator groups. They're not just anybody is welcome that is a creator, but you have to be a creator. And even JJ, from JJ Organics and Joe Cool all the way to Stuff Beagle, everybody is welcome to join the specific community creator groups that I'll make. And then there can also be other groups of friends that do whatever the heck they want, because it's a free world. But there's probably many against anyways, let's not get into that stupid shit. Let's get back to the AI images and showing this specific, sorry, I'm loading it on Twitter so it will play without ads. The original that John Levi had done thinking that it was the real AI disclosure. Here we go. All right, share this one instead. Is it sharing? Oh, I guess so. No. So there's Edgar, Reyes, Shem, and I, but this is the actual video, the ice wall. 1912 Captain Robert Scott Expedition, Antarctica. So, straight up, Edgar Reyes had used a very deceiving title and specific collection of the Ice Wall 1912 Captain Robert Scott Expedition. And nowhere does it describe. Oops, doodles. Wrong button. Here we go. Does it describe that they are AI art? And what I'm going to propose by the end of this and start doing myself with any of the AI art generating that we do, if it is as Edgar here used specific terms like old photo, ruins, 1980s, Antarctica, pyramids to generate these specific terms. And, we go full into it in this episode up here. Shem does a very good job of asking Edgar Reyes the right questions. But first, because it's still getting ridiculous amounts of shares, plays, and claims of it being real all across Instagram. One more time, these are shout out Edgar Reyes. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon Prater. Bless your soul. It is hugely appreciated. Thank you so much. This work is done and funded and supported by all of you and your generosity. It is greatly appreciated and usually desperately needed. Bless your soul, Shannon Prater. New channel moderator, as everybody is a channel moderator. And I hope you didn't feel that you had to make that donation just to get a blue wrench, as absolutely everybody gets the blue wrench here, because that's just the way it should be and is. So you can share the links and not have to worry about getting deleted. So once again, these are all AI images. Bless you. Thank you. could not do that. Do it without all of you. And just sharing, liking, subscribing, and tuning. Thank you all. All right. So, and well, you see, Brian, I am waiting for, well, one, Walter was just on the road. He was in Montana for the last 3 weeks. Just literally, I think yesterday got home with his girlfriend, and, he's 3 weeks behind. So he's going to be a couple weeks at least before he's ready to go. And yeah, it's just the way it is. Everyone's got their own lives on the go, so much on the go. It takes a lot of work to organize all of these combined interviews and collaborations. And Utah, yes, sir, I will be doing a Utah episode. You best believe it. So that covers that, unless, of course, shout out to Ben, the archivist. Lots of good work. And we will be doing more on the Pepe Q24 and the Q6. And Jeremiah, I got him interested in it. And so much. Paranoid American. That Masonic Space Cadet. Illuminati confirmed? Or is it Illuminati? And speaking of naughty, I have this poll up because I can't do anything as a creator in either of my YouTube accounts because Paul Cook has put up 3 strikes against me on my videos, and I have to either accept them and then lose my channels, or like let's see here. All right, so just so I showed you the Crypto Alchemist one earlier. This here of filing, like having to file the counter strike because what I did was not wrong. And just to let you know, like that 5.5-hour video of the Dutch Sense interview that Gerald, shout out WPG, was a part of, and for over 2 hours of, where Paul was only a part for 5 minutes. YouTube's gonna see that and be like, oh wow, this guy's literally crazy. He went after the guy's most popular video that was with a whole bunch of Dutch Sense, 600 plus thousand subscribers. That's 10x Paul's numbers, even though Paul's 10x mine. Well, Dutch is another 10x Paul's, and that he took that down, and he was only 5 minutes of it. And then the next one that was also a collaboration of myself, himself, and Michelle Gibson, a channel that was just the same size, or is the exact same size as Paul himself, and Paul's motives behind taking it down. At which point, that's 2 more strikes directly against Paul. that boom, those are 2 permanent strikes against him, and they might decide that, oh, those glued acts count as permanently breaking a do not ever do policy of pornography on YouTube, and boom, his channels are gone and he's banned from YouTube forever. So this is like the predicament I'm in. I don't want the drama. I want to remove all these videos. I literally can't remove or touch a single video or monetize a video or do anything. Okay, yeah, so this is the appeal, sorry, and here's the other part, just so you guys see, because I haven't hit the appeal button yet on, so this is the BurnEye one. So I hit studio, and look, that's the first thing, boom, I get the strike button. So it's like I have to appeal it, or I have to pull it out, and that's just the way it is. So, like, guy, you have to remove. Dutch says I need to repeal the strikes, which everybody privately, every creator privately understands and has supported me privately, being like, just hit it. And it's like, man, I so you guys vote. Does it happen immediately after the stream, or does it happen after I go to bed and then wake up? And the guy get one last chance. Well, I know. All right, so we are live also right now on Rumble. Let's post the Rumble link for all you awesome, beautiful souls watching right now. Here we go. And Gerald, in the next couple of days, we will do a real science stream finally, as I know you've been working hard and have a whole bunch of results to prepare or present. I also have got to start getting the seeds in the ground because it is springtime, and in the ground, I mean in the pots, and in the pots, I mean to start watering them with these colloidal silver waters, the monoatomics, and the diatomic waters. So that we can get the real science of what some people call electroculture. That's also the structured waters, as well as the magnoculture. Real science, active growing season going and growing. And it is going to be one epic year, growing both electrically charged, monotomically charged super plants, with all of you lovely souls partaking in the studies and the backyard experiments. And I look forward to eating some delicious salads with you all. One love, Brother Luke. Good to see you in the chat. Shout out Ancient Historia. Ancient Historia and myself and Shem will be doing another deep dive real Tartaria stream together next week. I do believe it shall be very good. A lot of real research being put together behind the scenes. It's really good. All right, so back to some more of the awesome epic AI images that we have here. And these ones, shout out, of course, Campbell, Autodidactic. And Campbell, I guess, has just finally got his new internet up and working, or about to try his first stream here with Lorenzo tonight or something like that. But me and Campbell, we used Dolly AI to generate this batch of these AI pictures, and these you can all clearly see are AI. But so the top ones, definitely AI, and they come out AI because airship battle from the 1600s, Freemason, Illuminati, pyramids, and castles. That's what we titled that one, or the descriptions we put into DALL-E. Whereas we put in DALL-E, atmospheric electricity, antique castles in 1800s photography frames. and then you start getting things that could pass, and or these Moorish architecture sort of things that could pass for real genuine fakes. The maps not so much. And hey, like these underwater rune ones too also could pass as fakes. This looks like some weird occult stuff that it came up with, but all sorts of very interesting. But as the technology develops, if used for fraudulent reasons and purposes and intents, could become quite harmful and out of control. And the fact that, for instance, it's been over 6 months since Edgar Reyes came out and was like, hey, this was just a social experiment that I was doing with these Antarctic pictures. Now, why on Instagram are people still saying that they are real and trying to use it as real disclosure and discredit themselves and discredit the whole community? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And to avoid these things, I believe that going forward, when we come up with images that are more realistic, should put AI on them, plus like your creator stamp on them, so that it is known and so that it can't be passed off, so that even though the creator's intent was good and that has come out and be honest with it, that others can't misuse it without showing that they're altering it and that they are the fraudulent ones. So in that regards, as we publish more AI images as that, you know, could look like the real deal sort of thing, like those Antarctic pyramids, I would definitely, because you want stuff to look as realistic as possible for the catchy titles in the thumbnails, in the videos, in the shorts, like in your presentations, whatever it is. But there has to be what? Yeah, people on Instagram, right? It's taken on a life of its own. I know, Shem. It's absolutely nuts. Like, it's just like you face palm how stupid it is. Like they start attacking Edgar, claiming he's a fraud, and it's like he fucking made them. You tracked him down. It was like, oh man. Like, anyways. But yes. Got a little pasty mouth. What else were we gonna go over today? All right, how is everybody in the BurnEye chat? Does anybody miss a blue wrench that needs one? Big Island Beach, here you go. There is your blue wrench. Sky Shaft, here you go. It doesn't matter if you are for me or against me. You get the blue wrench because your opinion should be spoken and protected, because I don't want an echo chamber. Nobody does. And that's beside the point, that everybody is equal and should have an equal right to post their own links, as long as they're not too disgusting, effed up things. And that the point being that the Sleezy Tiger did expose us to this sexual act that none of us consented to, and it's kind of messed up and it all, and they should have just remained private. And I want to make all of these videos private. The last 3 days worth of content all private. I want to make it private. I can't make it private because in order to do so, I have to accept these copyright strikes. This is just for the first video. Then I have to do the second video. Then I have to do the third video. So this is what everyone has to understand. This first strike here, this is for the Dutch cents. The second strike is for the Michelle Gibson video. And then the third strike, he now put a third strike against me for one of the shorts I made out of the first Sleezy Tiger live stream that I did 3 days ago. And that I can't even take that live stream down because of the first two strikes. And now I definitely can't take down that new short because it will confirm the third strike. And if I clicked all three, everything gets canceled. So there's, at this point, he's put on 3 strikes, and it also puts on that I would be refuting 3 strikes to him, and he's done. Am I able to post the polls? And what are the poll results? How do I undo this? Oh, okay, so here we go. On the first one, on BurnEye, it says 76% that I should do. 76% that I should. And then on Crypto Alchemist and Q&A, confirm. Does it say it? Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh no. Son of a bitch. I lost it. Okay, well, everybody's going to have to revote now because all right, well, on Crypto Alchemist, nice. I'm back to 8,880. That's exactly how many that I had when Paul started slandering me and Shem the other day. So what everybody has to understand is the 2 original videos that I had up, they were 2 shorts and they were just parodies, and they had nothing to do with it had nothing to do with what he had done, and nothing had been publicized by that point, and I had already removed those 2 videos, those 2 shorts, so nobody can see the original shorts right now because I can yet to get into my accounts. And that he's got it on both my Crypto Alchemist and my BurnEye. He's literally tried to remove both my main channels and my backup channels. So this is just documentation that Paul has put all of this on me to remove my most viewed video, the one with the evidence, and then the short that also exposes him with the most damning evidence. And then I have to refute all 3 of them, which will then give him 3 strikes, and probably his channel is gone. And yeah, so that is what it is at. I put the first, so BurnEye have voted at 75% that I should do it. That's the overwhelming majority. Here, 75%. And then I just read a community for you to vote. So as well. Oh my goodness, is 100%. Look at that. Is that gonna hold? Let's see. Is that gonna hold? We are still at 100%. Is it sharing? It's saying 100%. All right. The community has spoken. This is going to get filled out, well, pretty much right now. And in order to do that, I have to end this stream, and we are exactly 1 hour in. So on that note, it's about to happen. I love you all. We'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye. shout out Antediluvian American. I will be live. Gonna be with Antediluvian American tomorrow night. Somewhere. Here we go.